Alright. Time for another exciting episode of the 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's time for some KURIBOH action. I dug up my old KURIBOH summoning whistle just for the day. It got busted up, but I glued it together and... I don't know, maybe I can get it to work just one last time. Hey, little buddy. You want to try this out one last time?
La 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 la.
LinKuriboh, that's dirty! Everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis XL. Alright, welcome me back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days, we're dealing with a different deck every single day. Today is day number 35, and we have an interesting challenge for us today. We are taking a look at pure KURIBOHs, the Curry Paradise, doing nothing but what KURIBOHs like to do, which is keeping the players safe. That is the name of today's deck, getting all the KURIBOHs on the board, in the grave, all the good stuff. And we got ourselves a deck here today that was sent into us through our Discord, which is by Mr. The First Alchemist, 60-card deck enthusiast supreme, who wanted us to take a look at some KURIBOHs. So we got ourselves our deck here today, and you might notice a little somebody's here that we wouldn't be expecting to see. It's LinKuriboh. Now, obviously, LinKuriboh is still banned. I still think it's BS that he has been banned. Hashtag free LinKuriboh. Bring my boy home. But you know what? That's okay. We have the ability to play without a ban list on EDO Pro, so for this one time, we'll be playing with LinKuriboh, you know? Until he comes off the ban list, of course. So we'll be going into EDO Pro today, showing off the wombos and the combos, the what do's and the what not do's. We'll have ourselves a good time flooding the board with our KURIBOHs, getting them on the board, destroying stuff, a little bit of burn on the side, make our Kuri Babylon huge, that whole shenanigan. So, as always, if you want the whole deck list that we're using today, it's going to be at the end. Until then, we're going to be showing off the deck. Go ahead and hit the like button if you enjoy what we're doing, and hit the like button if you want to see LinKuriboh come off the ban list, because he deserves to. So enough talking, let's get right into the action and show off what this baby can do. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent of the day and another card game. It's going to be an interesting day today, but with no ban list and stuff like that, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see how it goes. But here we go. We're going to be going second here. Would have loved to have gone first with a hand like this one. Oh boy, we could have gone Curry Boom right off the bat. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see. I mean, I do have KURIBOH if things go wrong. I got a good old Detonate. Nice little spell. If I happen to have a slightly different hand, like KURIBOH and Multiply, could have popped 5 cards with this. That would have also worked. But what are we up against? So we're up against Ace Light. So this is a Photon deck of some variety. Okay. Not a huge fan of that, but we'll see. Photon Charge. Oh my lord, I don't even remember what this does. This card gains attack, comes double to the next standby phase. Okay. I mean, that is kind of the original idea of Photons, is to have like 2,000 beaters and you go into like their Bosch monster. But okay, we'll see where this goes. We'll see. Alright. But one good thing about this hand is that I'm going second. I'll get extra cards for Transcendent Wing. That'll be our main ticket right here, is just going in for Transcendent Wing, good old not LinKuriboh. He'll come. He will come. But we're actually trying to get into Wing KURIBOH level 10. It's going to be our main plan here. And then we'll go into LinKuriboh as we go. So Star Liege Galaxian will summon out good old Photonic Dragon. Alright. I mean, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing the Afterglow Dragon. Well, that guy's going to be around here somewhere. And we're going to go into Exceed Summon whom exactly? That's the big question. Who exactly is your target here? Photon Lord? Yeah. Everyone has Photon Lord. Okay, during the opponent's turn, this does equip other monsters. Or it just searches out any galaxy card. Those pretty... Oh, wait, hold on. Going into something else. Armored Photon. Okay. Detached material. Target face up. Okay, it's only destroys face up cards. That's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. That could have been way worse. Okay. I mean, my opponent has done me a good favor. They put a bunch of big beat sticks on the board, so that's nice of them. I appreciate that immensely. So what are we having here? Alright, what is this? Photon change. Second standby after activation. So that'll be on your turn. Let's see. Send a Photon Galaxy. Summon a Photon from the deck with a different name, or add a Photon card. Okay, what? You went to all that effort to make that dragon, and then he gets rid of it. Okay. I figured that the no ban list section on EDO Pro would be full of, like, trolls and stuff, but so far it's just this guy. Okay. What are we going to do again? Oh, yeah. We're going to set our Winged KURIBOH. We're going to go ahead and set Transcendent Wing. We'll set Blazing Mirror Force if we need the darn thing. Hopefully we won't. But we're going to activate a Performapal Classic KURIBOH. Very nice guy, because he can negate an attack and end the battle phase. It is pretty nice. Because the whole idea of KURIBOHs, archetypally, has always been about defense. They're all about keeping you, the player, safe. You know, they have some offensive options. You know, we're going into that with things like Transcendent Wing and LinKuriboh level 10. And things like KURIBOH, because he just straight up, like, attacks stuff. But primarily their whole purpose is to keep the player safe. That is what we want to do. So, yeah, this guy's just going to keep using Photon Change, ditching Caesar for... I'm very confused as to what my opponent's trying to do. To be honest, I have no idea what they're trying to do. Like, they go into full armored Xyz Dragon, and then they're like, okay, I'll go trade for Caesar. Okay, I'll trade Caesar for whatever that was. Photon Advancer? Photon Advancer, indeed. Okay. I mean, that's one way to play Photons, I guess. I'm okay with that, I guess. You know, it just depends on what's next. Okay, so Flare Dragon. Let's see, discard a Photon Galaxy card, or discard target a special summon. Okay, that's not a problem. I knew this thing had something to pop, but nothing important to us. Like, he'll summon out, or return that guy. He's going to return to the Photon Lord. My goodness, I don't know what this guy's trying to do. But just to show off what we're trying to do here. Actually, no, I could go for Transcendent Wing, and yeah, that's pretty good. But I'm going to go ahead... Oh, wait, it has to be direct attacks. I'm silly. Yeah, we're going to go for Transcendent Wing here. Go, Transcendent Wing! Summon forth Big Chicken! And then in my opponent's battle phase, as soon as it'll let me, before the battle phase even ends, we'll use LinKuriboh level 10, destroy my opponent's monsters, and they take damage equal to all their monsters' attacks. It's kind of like Blazing Mirror Force in a way, but it's like my opponent's the only one who takes the damage. So I was really hoping my opponent would have more monsters for that, but I didn't want to waste my LinKuriboh level 2, or my level 1, whatever you want to call them. This is level 1. What does LinKuriboh level 2 look like, I wonder? Is it just LinKuriboh with, like, I don't know, beefy arms or something? Maybe. Maybe, possibly, we don't know. But yeah, my opponent's got Galaxy 100, which I do not appreciate at all. Because if he summons out Photon Dragon, he'll be able to hit my extra deck. LinKuriboh's been punished enough. I do not want him to be punished anymore. Alright. Getting your Photon spell. Good old Photon Sanctuary. Very good. Get it good. Alright. I mean, it's pretty standard fare so far. It's just like, it's galaxies doing their thing. Got Photon tokens. What are you going to use them for? That we don't yet know. Let's see. I mean, we're good. Okay. Flute of Summoning KURIBOH. I feel like I can wait a turn here. No need to overcomplicate things, and I don't want to waste a KURIBOH. I'd rather keep them all nice and pretty, especially if I drew into, like, Multiply or something. Because while I still can't do, you know, what I normally do in KURIBOHs with, like, links and things, I still want to keep my KURIBOH tokens as an option. Ooh! Is that a Photon Pirate? I forgot about him. Yarr, yo ho ho, and all that good stuff. Okay. So yeah, he's got Photon Pirate. This will go up to 2,000. And obviously I could just Blazing Mirror Force and wipe this dude out. And I might have to do that, but we'll see how it goes in a second. Let's see if he summons anything else first. Choosing not to attack. Smart. Very smart. But hey, we have the other KURIBOH Pendulum Scale. KURIBOH Baroque KURIBOH. we're going to have that boy on the board. And I never knew why this guy's on a scale of 0, considering he's a Kuriboh. It's very strange. But start of the battle phase. Let's see. Your attacks are all very high. But what we're going to do here, we're going to start the battle phase, just so I can use Baroque Kuriboh's ability. See, I can destroy Baroque Kuriboh here, and it will search me out a monster. The monster you want to summon, more often than not, if it's not Kuriborn, is KURIBOH. Because KURIBOH can be discarded to search out another Kuriboh monster. So that's all we need to do for now. We'll end our turn. See what my opponent's got. I'm all good for sitting a turn or two right here. I guess they just realized that, yeah, I got classic KURIBOH. That's probably why they're not attacking. They know I can just end the battle phase, but then why not just do it? The longer the duel goes, the better things go for me, my buddy. That's just kind of how it goes. So let's go ahead and set KURIBORN. See where it goes from there. Find some ways to bait my opponent into attacking me would be very nice. Still wondering what this pirate's for. We're 4 miles from the ocean, so I don't know what he's doing here. Photon Cerberus. During the turn, this card's summoned. Neither player can activate traps while this card's face on the field. Okay. So that stops my trap right now, but that's totally fine. Let's go ahead and use KURIBOH's effect. We'll discard him. And we're going to add... we're going to search out Baroque Kuriboh, so I can show off his other effect. So yeah, KURIBORN will get destroyed. That's totally fine. But this will activate and summon out a Baroque Kuriboh. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And he's the biggest booty in all of KURIBOH-dom. He's probably like physically the largest Kuriboh is Baroque Kuriboh. He's a 3-day with a defensive wall. And he can only attack Baroque, but he's got like other effects like, yeah, if he is attacked, he'll go into like attack mode afterwards. It's kind of a thing, but it's totally fine. We're all set. Like I said, the longer the duel goes, the better it goes for us. The more KURIBOHs we have in the graveyard, the better. The more KURIBOHs in my hand, the better. I've got spherical KURIBOH. I can just change a monster to defense mode. I've got KURIBOH. If I would be attacked directly, summon this thing out, change attack to it, gain life. It's all about keeping ourselves safe. That's what KURIBOHs have always been about. And that's why LinKuriboh should be coming off the ban list. He did nothing wrong. It was the game that did him wrong. Alright, so my theory is completely wrong because my opponent didn't do anything. I was kind of hoping they would. But that's a good start right there. Once we get into detonate, we'll be all set. So I guess I'll skip ahead a little bit. I want to keep in every bit of KURIBOH goodness. But until my opponent does something, like I don't know what else to say. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe we won't skip just yet. If they just end their turn, we will. But let's see. Take orbital 7. No. Okay. Okay, they are doing something here. Okay, they're gonna get orbital 7. This is still galaxies and photons and stuff. But so far, my opponent's doing some different combos, which I appreciate. I appreciate it that we went in for no ban list, and it said, hey, my opponent's just doing something like normal. I was expecting my opponents to play nothing but like banned cards, so I'm glad for this.
Fire raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually...
Alright, so now my opponent's finally at 10. Let's go ahead and get KURIBOH. Get winged KURIBOH. Is there anyone else we'd like to have destroyed on the board? Let's see. Unfortunately, KURIBOH has to be in the hand to do that. Doesn't really matter who else, but we'll summon 5 just because. So KURIBOH. We've already got one winged KURIBOH. Well, let's summon them both. Why not? Oh, Lordy, this is such a long duel. I mean, I love it. I love having a nice long duel where both players get to like do stuff. That's what I like to see. I also like to see in the corner of my little display here, old Necro and Shim are desperately trying to play stuff, and my opponent surrenders! We outlasted the Photon player. They couldn't handle it. I mentally broke them. Oh, that is just funny. That is funny. That's funny. Okay, so we were able to outlast the Photon player. Yeah, no, I mean, here's the thing. I had KURIBOH. If he destroys this, I get detonate. As long as I get a KURIBOH, the original, I can pop 5 of my opponent's cards, wipe out their board. Let's see them reestablish when we got the KURIBOH power. That's the thing. So I'm definitely going to cut a lot of this duel out because it was long and long and long. Probably have to do that with a lot of today's duels. It's going to be a long one. I apologize, it's going to be a long one. Hopefully not as long as Legendary Knights. But for now, let's go for duel number 2. Show off more KURIBOH madness. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Alrighty, so good so far. Although I hope everyone survived the first duel. That was a long one. So hopefully this duel will be a little shorter. It's just a matter of the fact that, you know, with our deck, we don't have a lot of, like, battle damage we do with this deck. So it's just going to depend on where it all goes. Alrighty. An interesting opening hand, if nothing else. I do have my classical KURIBOH to keep us safe. So we'll see where it goes. I'll set Blazing Mirror Force, and with any luck, my opponent starts chaining out the wazoo. That would be the best thing. They start, like, you know, chain link 1, chain link 2, chain some spells together, that sort of thing. That's what I'd prefer them to do. We'll see. Okay, GaGaGa Magician. Okay. So this is some form of Xyz deck. That's chain link 1. I need chain link 2, though. Because Link Level 9 is an interesting card. You can special summon it as a Link 3 or higher, and any spell sent to the opponent's grave gets banished instead. He also he gains attack for every spell in the grave. It's kind of a weird dude level 9. Against certain opponents, he's actually pretty good. But I once played a generator deck with this thing in it, and it actually worked against, like, Azamina. Because, you know, they play all their spells and stuff, and they need the spells to be in circulation. But this guy says no to that. So we'll see where this is going to go. Bagusk. That's fine. I mean, Baguska's not great against, like, Blazing Mirror Force for me, but it's just the Baguska. Well, what can you say? What can we say about that? All right. Let us think about this. We'll summon out Detonating KURIBOH. Indeed. Now, the thing about Baguska that some people forget is that when he attacks, or he's in attack mode, I should say, you can't target or destroy him with stuff. Let's see. So we'll summon out Detonating KURIBOH right here. We will summon out KURIBOH, and we're going to summon out our LinKuriboh. Bachumba. This way we keep our KURIBOH nice and set up, and we're good for now. That'll work. So my opponent's got his Baguska. He can certainly attack with the darn thing, but I can stop his monster from being able to do damage to us with our LinKuriboh. And if he goes for AA Zeus, which I have a feeling he might, then Detonating KURIBOH will stop that. So it all depends on what my opponent's gonna do, but I think it's a nice little setup we got here. Nice little thing here we got setting up. So really depends on, like, what other GaGaGa stuff is gonna be showing up. I'm trying to remember what, like, GaGaGa's actual gameplay is. Like, they got Samurai, good old Cowboy. I know there's a Magician Xyz as well, but that's about all I can recall of theirs. Usually they're all about supporting Utopia, but this clearly is not Utopia. I've seen number 39. That don't look like number 39 to me. Maybe I'm mistaken, but that don't look like no number 39 I've ever seen. Okay, so yeah, he's got his Baguska. Now my opponent's doing some thinking. He's seeing the LinKuriboh. He doesn't know what to do about the darn thing. He's just seeing it, just like the Galaxy player. He's just like, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to summon another one of these. I will say, I like Detonating KURIBOH to a degree, in terms of, like, you know, he's another body on the board. Your opponent tries to do monster effects, you can stop him, just like he stopped Old Relinquished. But in this particular build, that's pretty much all he does. It's just, like, be on the board, be ready to negate things. That's all he really does. So, it's okay. It's an okay sort of card. Alright, so Baguska is down to no material, so my opponent's got to do something with Baguska now, or hold his peace. What is this? Automatic pick. With this card activated, okay. This is the Searcher that searches the Searchers. Okay, I remember this card. I remember. Onomatopoeia. Gonna get a couple cards. You can get them GaGaGas and those Go-Go-Go's and those Do-Do-Do's and all that stuff. Alright, that's fine. What are you getting rid of? Okay, a rank up magic. Limited Variance Force. But why not just regular Variance Force? Like, what is the actual benefit of this over regular Variance Force? This only works on, like, rank 4s. And you silly Billy, you forgot to shift Baguska into attack mode. I think, yeah, you can still put him in attack mode and this will fix it up. You know, just, yeah, there you go. I don't want my opponent to just surrender here. That would be disappointing to me. Alright, Zubababancho, GaGaGa Coat. That's why this whole archetype is nothing but a tongue twister on legs. Alright, you got your GaGaGa coat. You've got your Utopic boy. That's all neat and good, I suppose. It's all neat and good. Now what? I assume you're going to rank up into somebody. Who is it going to be? 39 this time? 101. Silent Honor Arc. Alright. That's a thing, too. Ah. Numeron Force. Nasty business. Negating everything on the board that is currently faced. Is that like permanent? I forget. Yeah, that negates everything that's face up. So Baguska just stays there. And yeah, you got 2 numbers. Oh, yeah, that's pretty beefy. So this is going to make things a little tricksy for me. Because, yeah, now Silent Honor Dark is going to steal my stuff. Destroy and set the graveyard with materials on this card. Gain life points to the attack of a monster. Honor Arc must be in the graveyard to resolve this effect. Yep. Alright. I mean, normally this would be the part where, like, detonating KURIBOH would be attaching to this thing. But sadly, I can't do that. But I can, in fact, summon Outwing KURIBOH level the 9th. I don't even know how many spells my... Okay, he's got like 4... He doesn't have enough spells. That's the thing about level 9. Your opponent has to have so many spells on the grave for this thing to be useful. But use, I will do. I will still summon him out. Indeed, for I can, and therefore I shall. Uh-huh. Oh, now what? Ow, you stopped my thing. You monster. Alright, numbers protect indeed. I'll have to remember this when we're doing number 43 Turbo. I do need some protection in that deck for stopping certain things, but okay. Alright, you attached my monster as material to yourself. Now what are you going to do? Okay, you've used up your trap card. You can use this only once per turn. Alright, so now Astraltopia is on the board. This gets him another Utopic spell. Okay. I was really hoping level 9 could have hit the board. He doesn't get enough love, level 9. Everyone knows level 10, but level 9, people just don't know the poor guy. They don't give him a chance. Alright, so now you're going to ditch that spell. Get yourself what exactly? Xyz Import. Okay. That is certainly a nasty spell for me, considering my monsters are all weaker than yours. So we'll see where this is going to go. Uh-huh. Now, I will be hitting my opponent with the Blazing Mirror Force, obviously. That will do us both damage. But then Honor Dark is going to, like, do his thing. Yep. That's going to do that thing. But he will gain back some of his life points because of all this. But I have to do something. I can't do nothing. Let's put it that way. I can't just do nothing. That would be wrong. Alright, so Blazing Mirror Force. Ah. Oh no, I can't destroy his monsters. Ah, that's unfortunate. Alright. It is what it is, I guess. KURIBOH, no. Not yet, but soon. Not yet, but sooner rather than later. Okay. Alright. I mean, this isn't a great situation to be in. Now he's got, like, number wall on the board. I can't destroy him with card effects or without battle, so there's actually very little I can do here. Very little I can actually do. Let's see, does it target face down monsters? Let's see, target special monster. Okay, it has to be special summoned. So, if only I had detonate, this would, well, yeah, detonate would have been helpful because then I could have, like, blown up number wall and stuff. That would have been the best thing, but let's go ahead and set a couple cards end our turn. We'll see where this goes. I can annoy the heck out of my opponent. And number wall is gone. I don't know why it's gone, but it's gone. It just goes away for some reason. Let's see. When a number is destroyed... Oh, right, Baguska. I guess the Numeron Force does not permanently negate things. Although... Huh. I guess he just dies anyway. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Baguska, his effects are negated, but the cost still remains. It's kind of like with Quakimaru Urnite. Kind of like that sort of deal. Alright, so you got your Astraltopia. Ditching your Impem. I hope you don't regret that. Just for the record, you mightn't regret that. Alright, you're gonna get another number card. I assume another number wall. Unless you already have number wall. Hard to say, hard to say, hard to say. My opponent, yeah, he's gonna get another one of these number protection cards. Alright. My opponent is playing this very cautiously. They know the power of KURIBOHs after all. They just know. Alright. So now my opponent, oh, so this is Xyz Import, for sure. This is numbers protection, that we know. He's got Honor Dark, which is pretty beefy. And he can keep stealing my special summon monsters. What is this? Target a face-up monster control, summon a monster with the same level, negates effects, can only exceed summon that turn. Okay. What the other thing is target exceeds monster, add a card attached to it to the hand. Oh. Alright. That's a pretty nasty effect there, brother. That's a pretty nasty effect. Okay, bring back the coat. That's cool. That's pretty neat, I suppose. I suppose. Lordy, I really wish I had one of my numbers right now. I wish I could really go for number 54 here. When a monster effect is activated, your opponent's field. Okay, that's important. Has to be the field. Okay, that works for me. That works, because that won't negate KURIBOH, for example. Alright. So, KURIBOH will get destroyed, but that's his whole point. KURIBOH gets destroyed, I can summon out another KURIBOH monster from the deck. In this case, we're going to get the OG KURIBOH. Just so I have him around, and we'll see where this is going to go. Hopefully my opponent tries to, like, steal KURIBOH, or Kuri, whatever his name is, this KURIBOH. The original, the OG, the angry one that's worth like $1 million. That's what the one we want right now. So yes, perfect. Perfect. You silly person. Did you really think I'd let you suck up my KURIBOH? If Relinquish isn't allowed to do it, why would I allow you to do it? I will summon out all the tokens in the world. Now if I can just top deck into Detonate, I can wipe, well, he's got the protection spell, so I can't really do that, but I can bait this out. So that'll be good. It'd be good just baiting this out. That would actually be helpful to me. So I'm in a good spot. This is what KURIBOHs want to do. We're protecting ourselves, keeping ourselves around. I can control this guy for another like 10, 20 turns. Something like that. All we need to do is mentally destroy our opponents. We don't need to win the duel by life points or anything else. We just need to screw with them until they have no hope left. That's it's a little morbid, but that's what KURIBOHs need to do sometimes. Just like, hey, you want to get at my life points? Good luck.
Fire raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually...
Alright, I think we're getting near to the end of this duel, to be honest. I don't want to say that, but I think it might be true. But yeah, my opponent in this Silent Honor Dark have been the bane of my existence. And I haven't been able to get to Curry Babylon. I haven't been able to see my Blazing Mirror Forces or anything that would help me to, like, out this dude. So, I think this guy's mental fortitude is clearly stronger than the last guy. Now, it's pretty dang close. My opponents almost decked themselves out at this point. So I'm just wondering, where the heck is my Multiply? I could really go for Multiply right now. Multiply would be an amazing thing, but... It's been a slogfest, and Pure KURIBOHs at its heart is a slogfest sort of thing. What are you changing your level? Why would you change your level? You want to be level 4, right? Or you want to turn yourself to an 8 all of a sudden? Or maybe you do. I have no idea. Let's see. Targeting Zuva all my... Oh, okay. Go for some rank 8 action all of a sudden. Okay. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure this duel's just about done with. You're going for Draglubion this late in the duel. But that means he's going to go for 38, isn't he? I have a feeling this is going to be number 38. And up to now it was pretty original with like 101, 104, but now it's just going to be, yeah, 38. And unfortunately, that might cement my loss, because the one thing this deck does not have is like any recoverability of KURIBOH, which would have been useful. But, and yeah... Unfortunately, I think after a marathon 30 turns, which I've cut out like more than half of, I'm sure, we have unfortunately lost this duel. But it was a nice duel. Hold on, maybe we can still screw this guy just a little bit more. You know, I still have life points. Who says I'm about to give up? There we go. Number on Dragon. This thing will become huge. 26,000 is quite big. But let's go ahead and bait out the Masquerade. He only has one use of this left anyway. So go ahead, Masquerade. I know, you can negate one effect of the battle phase. You have one material left. Well, that's fine, though, because I have the OG. I might be losing, but at least my boy is going to protect me one last time. So as we move on, unless I top deck into Blazing Mirror Force, there's nothing I can do. We'll see what we draw. If I draw in Blazing Mirror Force, providing he doesn't have a third number protection or number wall or something, then that's pretty much it. I probably should have just attacked this guy, but it's okay. You know, we'll let our opponent do his thing. He was a good sport for 32 turns. So we got time for one more duel today. I'll screw with my opponent one last time with my spherical KURIBOH. And let's go for the gold in duel numero 3. Alrighty, everybody, our third opponent, the fight in third. Last chance of romance, and hopefully a duel where it doesn't take a long... For you guys, hopefully the duel is only like the 30-minute mark at most, I hope. For me, it's like an hour and a half. So, you know, I'm feeling the burn. I like the burn. That's what KURIBOHs do, the burn, the burn. But let's go ahead for our pendulum scales. Good old Performapals. We got the gruesome twosome. I've got a KURIBOH. I've got WinKuriboh. All in all, I'd say there's a pretty nice, good hand. The only thing I really would like to get is like KURIBabylon. Oh my lord, that would have saved me in that last duel. I could have won. It's like the only thing that was keeping me down in that duel was like the lack of having KURIBabylon tribute summons to my board, because then I could have just like beaten over Honor Dark as much as I'd like. But that's neither here nor there. My opponent is playing Performapals. Okay, cool. Let's see. What does this one do? Target monster's attack is different. Apply the effect. If that monster is higher, gains attack. If it's lower, loses attack. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Odd Eyes Dragons doing their thing. Setting up some face downs. And I assume this is going to destroy itself to search out more stuff as well. Yep. Just trying to get some more Performapal action. That's nice. Ah, Zhangshe Magician. Gonna do some snarky things. I like it. Let's go ahead and flip up WinKuriboh, because I will not sit quietly in defensive mode. No, sir. So let's summon out our KURIBOHs and start attacking my opponent with gusto. That's what we like to do, and that's what we're gonna do. So attack my KURIBOHs. I'll save Barak for now. I don't want to just waste him. But I could use him now, but I already have the thing I search out with him anyway. So what I would search out now... Oh, the pain. That hurt my feelings. Alright, well, my feelings might be damaged, but I'm okay nonetheless. Because we got another... We're probably going to be in for another slog fest, I'm assuming. We'll see where it goes, but as it stands, what does this do? Target a face-up exceed out of 5 or higher monster. Because I do know the combo that goes with these two. I mean, the scales are completely wrong. Because this is a 4 for some reason. I forget why. But basically, he's trying to like summon out an Xyz and turn it into a level and then go from there. I do remember the combo. I do remember. I haven't seen it done in a while, but it exists. So, once again, KURIBOH, attack. Attack with Sacred Fist of the Lord Above, or whatever your attack's name is. I have no idea what this is. He's like a priest or something. So he's got to have some sort of righteous paladin attack name or something. Something like that. Not a paladin, but like a priest. Alrighty. But yeah, LinKuriboh do his thing. We'll end our turn. As with all KURIBOH duels, the longer it goes, the better it goes for us. The more stuff we get in the graveyard. And, you know, I will say for Mr. First, you know, this might not be the craziest deck he's ever made for us. And certainly there are some critiques I would say about, like, not having a recovery for KURIBOH. I could really destroy people if I had, like, 1 burial. Maybe 2, if even that. But that's neither here nor there. Do I bother attacking? There's not really a point to attacking. KURIBOH is too small to attack right now. If I had KURIBOH, by the way, which I could get. That's true. We'll see. I'd rather let my opponent make the first move. We'll see what they can do.
Fire raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood, the rest saw the better.
KURIBOH. I really wish I had KURIBOH or KURIBOH right now. That would have been great. Again, I really wish, well, 2 things. One, that KURIBabylon was a KURIBOH. I really wish that KURIBOH worked on the board as well, but I understand like why it doesn't. And yeah, I just really want KURIBOH to be overpowered. What can I say? But here we go. We got ourselves our 5 monsters again. Oh no, I forgot that doesn't work. No! Oh, I keep forgetting the creep board. No, misses timing. Okay. Well, I hate to say that we got a 1 and 2 with KURIBOHs, but unfortunately, we've been at this for almost 2 hours, and I have other videos to record. So it's okay. Well, that's what happens sometimes. I mean, I would love to keep going for a 4th duel, but this video, for me, it's like almost 2 hours. I gotta stop. I gotta edit and everything. So let's go for the end screen. We'll talk more about this deck today. Alrighty, everybody. So pure KURIBOH madness. Unfortunately, it only went 1 and 2, which honestly I don't approve of. Which, you know, I like KURIBOHs when they just win all the time, every time. But it was an interesting experience, and while this deck does lack some of the things I would normally want to see in a KURIBOH deck, like Foolish Burial and Burial from the different dimensions to just abuse the heck out of KURIBOH, I'm actually okay with how the deck turned out for the most part. You know, we got to do KURIBOHs again with everybody in the family for the most part. I'm sorry, Junk KURIBOH, we didn't need you today. I'm sorry. But we got to do LinKuriboh one more time, and I'm happy with it. I hope everyone's happy with how the day worked out. I do have to like cut out so much of the day to make this less than like 2 hours long. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing KURIBOHs in their purest of forms and doing what KURIBOHs like to do. We got to do a good chunk of what this deck likes to do. We did get to go for Wing KURIBOH level 10. I didn't get to do like the detonate combo, unfortunately, but sometimes that happens. I almost was going to say Morganite in this deck, but that's clearly a stupid idea. So yeah, but other than that, I would say that the deck works fairly reasonably. Maybe a couple like things for like consistency would have been good here and there, but for the most part, we got to do KURIBOHs. We got to do what they like to do, and I had a good time. You know, it's just a fun thing to play LinKuriboh again. That's all I really cared about. So here's the deck list in case y'all are curious as to what we were playing today, and you're looking forward to the day that LinKuriboh is unbanned. Remember, hashtag free LinKuriboh. That's what we say. So here's the deck list. Hope you enjoyed. Like buttons and all the good stuff. Here's what we got. So for our main deck, I took out a couple, like 1 copy of levels 10 and 9, but we're still playing 2 of each of these. We have ourselves 3 Barak KURIBOHs for searching things, 2 level 6 Wing KURIBOHs for popping my opponent's stuff, 1 copy KURIBABYLON as our ultimate boss monster in the deck. We have KURIBOH at 1, 3 copies of Spherical KURIBOH, 1 copy KURIBEH, 3 copies of KURIBOH, 1 KURIBAH, 3 copies of Detonating KURIBOH, 3 copies of Relink KURIBOH, 3 copies of Performapal Classic KURIBOH, 3 copies of Winged KURIBOH, 3 Performapal KURIBOBLES, 1 KURIBI, 3 KURIBORNs, 3 Rainbow KURIBOHs. We have Monster Born, triple Flute Summoning KURIBOH, 3 Transcendent Wing, 3 Multiply, 3 Detonate, and I went ahead and put in Dharma Cannon and Blazing Mirror Force on top of playing things like Junk KURIBOH and the other Wing KURIBOHs, just to have some interaction on my opponent. Now, as for our extra deck, we're only playing LinKuriboh, as he's the only extra deck thing that KURIBOH's ever got. But if there was ever an Xyz for KURIBOHs, he would go right here. Now, as for the side deck, there's Junk KURIBOH. If my opponent tries to burn myself with some card effects and things like that, which we never went up against, so we didn't need the darn thing, but, you know, that's an option if your opponent's playing a burn deck. There's things like Book of Eclipse to flip your opponent's monsters face down, force your opponent to draw. Maybe in hindsight, this would have been nice in the deck as well, just to, you know, deck my opponent out, that sort of thing. But I didn't think of that, so that's just on me. There's other things like D-Barrier to stop your opponent from summoning out certain things from the extra deck. Not really my cup of tea, so I didn't run it, but that is an option as well. And then there's Lose a Turn to slow your opponent down, of course, which, in hindsight, another card that could work in this build as well. If you want to take out, I don't know, another... We really only need 1 level 10 KURIBOH, so that was on me, but, you know, we could take out 1 of these, maybe 1 of that, maybe 1 Rainbow KURIBOH, something like that. You know, just cards to slow the opponent down, essentially, is what we had. But do we need to today? No. Not really, but kind of, but not really. But thank you, regardless. We got the duel going. We got to do the KURIBOHs. I'm happy. You know, regardless of the score for today, regardless of how long I've been here playing KURIBOHs, I'm happy. And I thank you again, Mr. First Alchemist. While your deck is very very different from what I would normally think of KURIBOHs. You gave me a chance to play LinKuriboh again, and I'm grateful to you. Thank you, sir. So for tomorrow, what are we playing? I believe we're playing a Fortune Lady build. Indeed, we are. So yeah, so we're gonna be playing Fortune Ladies tomorrow. Thank you again, once again, everybody, for stopping by. Until next time, your boy Memphis signing out. I'll see you guys again tomorrow for more Yu-Gi-Oh action. Until then, you'll stay safe and happy. You have a good time. Take care.